Every time I tell people that I'm a graphic designer or an artist, almost always, like I would bet money on it, the first thing they say is, I could never do that, I'm not creative at all. And I just think that's wrong. Every single person I've ever met is creative in some way or another. Whether it's picking up a pencil and doing that or the way you decorate your garden, there's creativity everywhere. And I think there's this fear nowadays, especially with how there's almost a pressure to share it online or do everything where it has to be good in order for it to be worth something. But good is subjective, and also what's good to you and me might not be good to somebody else, but I think the act of creating itself is a joy on its own, and so regardless of how it comes out, I would just really want to encourage people, pick up a pencil, get a camera, do something creative. Ever since I could pick up a crayon, I've been like drawing and making crafts and things like that. Honestly, like, you know, as a family, we didn't have a lot, but we did have plenty of paper and crayons, and that's all I ever spent any of the money the Tooth Fairy gave me on. And so it was something that was accessible to me and something I really enjoyed, and it turned into something I never stopped loving, so I wanted to turn it into my career in my life. So graphic design, which is partially why I went into it, is a very broad field. It goes anything from web design, UI, UX on apps, print design in a store, the signs, the logo that is on the front of this building. Everything that you see that has basically any sort of visual on it is graphic design. The books behind me, the logo on the protein wrapper you had on the way here, everything's design. It's kind of all around you whether or not you realize it. I went to the Columbus College of Art and Design, and for my thesis I did an activity book basically encouraging other people to be creative, because I think that there's only so much time in the day and I wanted people to really make the most of it. But I also do on a day-to-day like web banners, I help with the social media graphics, I've done product UI for the website. I do every email that comes out from Midwest, I normally play a part in it, whether it be, you know, picking out product images, editing those in Photoshop, things like that. And in my personal work, I do a lot of traditional illustration and paintings. I love getting my hands messy. I prefer it, and so I love doing traditional artwork. And that's kind of also why I picked graphic art, because you can do that. And Midwest has given me wonderful opportunities to get creative with physical media. My best friend of a decade is a huge inspiration for me. She's a comic artist. Her name's Hannah Hampshire. They're professors in college of mine, Matthew Moore, James Lutz. Online people like on YouTube. I grew up in the early 2000s, so YouTube artists were like a huge thing for me. Bailey J, Christian Scott. I have a lot. Honestly, I love both historical, like Renaissance style paintings, and new, you know, artists of today. So when I'm doing paintings versus graphic design versus different things, there's a little bit of a different process, but all in all, I start with a concept, like an inspiration, whether that be, you know, looking online on Pinterest or my own photography, things I've taken, things I've looked into. And I basically make a list of what I need to achieve. Like, in order to make that final painting happen, I have to start with the subject. I have to start with if there's going to be type, if I'm doing a font, if I'm doing, you know, hand painting. First advice I would give to people, and just pick up a pen, start drawing, get in the program and start playing with shapes. Just have fun with it. There's a powerful tool in design where you can, you know, help people feel things, and I think it can be used in a lot of different ways. And I am passionate about the way that graphic design brings people together. Graphic design is everywhere in society. Like I mentioned, it's all around you. The chair you're sitting in, the chair I'm sitting in, somebody had to design it. And also somebody probably had to show somebody an ad, so they bought it. It's all about community, and I think that's where it really makes me excited, is there's a connection where there's sometimes you wouldn't think there is. You know, when you're looking at something that somebody else made, whether it be a design or a painting or a comic, so that's somebody else's heart and soul that they put into that. They put some of themselves into every piece of their work. For me, I think art is a wonderful way to communicate to people, whether it be people that you love, people that, you know, need something done. Like, I've worked with small businesses, and honestly, I really just enjoy bringing other people and my own ideas to life on paper. I think one of the coolest things about being an artist and a person is you can take, you know, a blank room, a blank canvas, a piece of paper, and put something there that's never been there before. And so honestly, for me, that satisfaction of seeing something appear where nothing was there is like really exciting.